Well, hi, and welcome once again to the break room. I'm here with my good friend E. I'm going to let E go ahead and introduce himself. This is going to be a very, very interesting half an hour. We're going to try and get in and get out. E has a lot of information to go ahead and give to us. I was very impressed the first time I spoke with E, and he was just an obvious candidate to come and join us in the break room. Please get your notepads ready. This is going to change your life. So
well, I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.
Well, my name is Elioenai Hernandez Barbosa. Everybody knows me by E, just because the name is very hard to pronounce. So feel free, everybody, to call me E. President and CEO of E Enterprise Solutions, and basically what we focus on is on LinkedIn profile and social media advertisement.
Right.
So that's what really the main focus of what we do. Other things that we do, we work with business management, entrepreneur coaching, and one-on-one, so I can help businesses on I know how to say it in Spanish, but
speak Spanish. We have a lot of Spanish.
Asesoría, right? It's like an advisor for a lot of companies in the U.S. and outside the U.S.
Okay, and that's very important. I mean, I remember the first time we were talking, and you had to cut it short because you had a client from overseas that you needed to consult with. So, I mean, really in this day and age, with the globe being so small because of technology, it doesn't matter where anybody is at, they can seek your advice, correct?
Correct, yeah. Like I was saying before, social media is a big thing for me. I use it to connect with a lot of people outside and inside the U.S. and outside the U.S.
Okay.
Skype is my main key, right? My buddy. I really use Skype for important meetings. I can connect with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people without a problem.
Okay.
So Skype is very important for me. And if you have a business, make sure that you have Skype. is very important.
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely. As I said, I mean, we're in a global economy now. Especially myself, having been born in England, living here in South Florida. I have a lot of contacts still in the EU, in England. I spend a lot of time on Skype.
Mm-hmm.
In my early years as a business professional, I spent a lot of time on planes. Now I spend a lot of time in front of my tablet, talking to people. But the one thing that really got me with what you were saying and really attracted me to having you on the show, the reason I needed to have you here, was you gave me some incredible information.
Thank you.
When it came to my social media profiles.
Correct.
And in particular, we were talking about LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is the business platform.
Correct.
And it's the way now that business people connect with each other. They look for recommendations.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an invaluable tool.
Correct.
And as with all tools, you have to have the skills and the training to be able to go ahead and master them.
Correct.
And that's what you do, right?
Yes, that's basically one of the things that my business do is work with LinkedIn. A lot of people just think as LinkedIn as well, that's just another social media platform.
Right.
And people are not seeing the value of LinkedIn.
Okay.
Right. I tell my clients and a lot of people that don't know what LinkedIn is, to make it simple for them, it's basically a Facebook page, but professionally, right? Even though it's not the same.
Facebook for business.
Facebook for business, yeah. Even though it's not the same, people, I just say it that way so people can understand what it is. But basically, LinkedIn is the way to go now, right? Before we used to knock on doors, go to the office, and let me give you my resume, right?
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, people and businesses still ask for resumes, right? They still ask for that. But before they ask you for the resume, they go to LinkedIn. And they go out and visit your page. They want to know you before meeting you.
Okay.
And so for me, teaching and helping others how to have a great LinkedIn profile is very important. Because if you're looking for a job or just want to get another contract for your business, you want to make sure that your LinkedIn is professionally created. So you can have all the right information you need to be able to impress that person that is going to be looking for you.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's basically what we work on LinkedIn. I tell everybody there's 467 million people registered on LinkedIn.
Wow.
So you imagine if you're a business owner
Yes.
and you're trying to talk to other people and trying to get businesses into your business, So you're missing 467 million people, right? So
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. Even if one person give you $1, let's say $1 for each person that is on LinkedIn, you're still gaining 467 million. So it's a big opportunity. It's a big platform. It's getting big every day, more than before. Before, like I said, was just LinkedIn. Now it's more like when you go to an interview, they're going to ask you, do you have a LinkedIn profile? And if you say no, then you already started on the bad note.
They're wondering why.
Exactly, and not only for individuals, for businesses it's very important. I had a friend of mine that, and this is a short story, but I had a friend of mine that had, they went to like a social media event for them. They were sharing some information, and one of the guys started talking about the service that I was doing for them. And the other gentleman just gave him I will say feedback or just short story telling him, look, I just lost a contract. And he asked, why? He said, yeah, I just lost a contract. It was more than $2 million.
Wow.
Yeah, just because when he presented that proposal to that business, they went and looked for him in LinkedIn. And he didn't have not even a company that he was not following any company. His LinkedIn was not created properly.
Mm-hmm.
So the company told him, if you can't, if you don't relate to us, how are we going to relate to you? So we got to give the contract to somebody else. Of course, the goal, and we already spoke, so we're gonna be.
You're gonna take care of him. Yeah, I can imagine he wanted to take care of that problem very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me an idea. I'm a business owner, and actually I am a business owner, and we talked about this. I have a LinkedIn page.
Mm-hmm.
What are the things that I need to be doing to make my LinkedIn page effective?
Well, one of the most important thing is your picture, right? People say a picture can say 1,000 words,
That's
right?
right, absolutely.
So if you don't have a professional picture
Mm-hmm.
on your LinkedIn, and you just grab a picture from Facebook and put it in your LinkedIn.
Guilty as charged. Okay.
I didn't want to say names, but he said it. So yes, it's a big problem because you're not projecting to the person that is going to look for you
Mm-hmm.
the right image,
I
right?
got you.
So having the background picture, is extremely important. A lot of people just have it blue, or the normal background that comes from LinkedIn.
Right.
Personalize that to whatever you're trying to show other people, whatever you're trying to say. Personalize that. Like I said, a great picture is important. Just don't take a picture with a phone. Hire a professional photographer to have a professional picture so that you can have it post there.
Okay.
Headline is extremely important. The headline is going to talk about what you're doing right now. What is your role? What are the things that you do at the moment? Right. The body of the LinkedIn, it have to be important. There's a lot of other stuff, but those are the main things. And of course, when you have a job, the position that you have, just don't put just the position. A lot of people will say, well, I work in this business from this year to this year and done.
Right.
Now you got to tell me what you did in that job. Give me explain a little bit of what you did in the job, and put it in bullet points so people know, okay, he worked on this, and this, so this is what you were doing, right? Outside of that, there's a lot of other little things that we need to check, like when spelling, and make sure that you put in the right content so somebody can understand what you're saying.
Okay, so it's really about creating a brief synopsis of who you are as a person.
Correct.
In a professional
way.
Standpoint.
And another thing that is important is that is it's a virtual resume, right? People say, well, why I want to use LinkedIn? Because it's your resume. When you go to a job, you're going to bring a resume, right?
Absolutely.
So you got to make sure that your LinkedIn is up to date with the same information you have in a resume, because it's your virtual resume. You can take one resume to one business owner.
Okay.
I can take my resume to 467 million people. See, so who have the more opportunity as an individual or a business? Me, because I'm reaching out more people.
Okay.
And companies right now are posting job openings there, and on a daily basis, you see people posting, I need a associate director, or I need a manager, or I need a sales rep, or I need a car salesman. Like, people are putting information there for you to be able to, reach out to them.
And that's great. That's great for, like you said, people that are looking for employment. Now, I tend to deal with, most of my colleagues are business owners like myself.
Mm-hmm.
And how can your service help them? What do you offer that is going to help, for example, help me promote my business, to go ahead and put me in a light that makes me attractive to my customers, to my clients, to consumers?
Well, basically, when you look at individual or business, it have the same concept, right?
Okay.
You have to make sure that your business is speaking to everybody else. So instead of having maybe just your picture, your background should be your business picture, for example.
Okay.
Right? You have to have your business name. You have to make sure that people understand your business. So instead of just talking about yourself, talk about your business, right? You're part of the business, so you got to tell me what your business do, so then I will be able to know your business more, right? Okay. So it's basically the same concept, but just more for business. LinkedIn have another part of their, I will say, platform, where you can pay, right? You pay a monthly fee and you can access more companies or CEOs and COOs and presidents and owner of businesses that you can't find on your regular LinkedIn. Not a lot of people use it, but it's a great tool to have. Now, the way you promote your business in LinkedIn, you're not going to start asking everybody to join you, right? You're not going to start sending requests like crazy. Just to let you know, you're going to get your account will be deleted. Okay. If you start posting stuff from like Facebook, right? Mm-hmm. Again, it's not Facebook, it's a professional environment. They're gonna delete your account. So those are little things that you should not do, right? Okay. And again, it's more talking about the business. You just asked me about what else we can do to make your business stand out.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right? It's the more people you know. Put information there about business, quotes. If your business is about marketing, right? Don't put things about car and put things that is related to your business. Okay. That way, if I'm one of your connections and I like what you're posting, I'm going to share that. I'm going to let the other professionals that are on my LinkedIn, that are part of my group, to be able to see what you have to say. And those are the things that will get you moving up and moving up.
You're basically going ahead then and you're leveraging your connections to gain exposure.
Correct. Because that's the best way to do it. And also, you like to ask for recommendations, right?
Absolutely.
You want to have people recommend your business or recommend you as an individual. It's the same concept again. The more people recommend you as a business, the more, I'm going to say, the more, it's not that you're not important, right? Mm-hmm. But you're going to be more credible to the people that are going to see your LinkedIn, right? Your profile or your business profile.
Gotcha.
If you just have it there to have it and you don't take care of it and you don't post and you don't follow other companies, then your credibility is not,
well, yes. Not good. I mean, and I think we had discussed that where I'm concerned, because I post to Facebook almost every day. I do. I'm guilty. But LinkedIn, very rarely. If I've written an article, which I'm publishing in one of my online magazines, then I will go ahead and post that to my LinkedIn profile.
Correct.
And as you discovered when you were trying to find me, I'm almost invisible on LinkedIn.
Correct.
And those are things that you can fix, right?
Yes.
You can fix that invisibility thing.
Correct.
You can make you stand out.
Yeah, like for example, on your end, since we're talking about him, I look at your name and I couldn't find you. There was a lot of them with the same name. So why yours?
Unique.
Yeah.
I thought I was unique.
So why yours didn't come up is because you're not active. So it's just, let's look it up like this way. It's like Google Analytics, right? Like if people don't reach your website, your name will continue being at the bottom. The more people reach and look for your information online, you're going to start going up, right? Absolutely. So it's the same concept in LinkedIn. If you were there, you just send me a request, but I couldn't find you, right? When I look at the information, your URL, for example, it have your name maybe and a bunch of numbers. You got to make sure that you personalize that URL for you.
Okay.
You can do that too, right? That way, those little things are going to help you get your name out there and make a difference with your name. If your name is Christopher Ray and you have another name, then Christopher R and the other name, right? If it's a business, then make sure that nobody else have it. And if somebody else have close or something close or similar to the business name, think outside the box. That's what I do. I think outside the box to see how we can have this profile, personal or business, stand out. So when I look up your name, it can come up quick. The more articles you put it, right? The more articles you present, or the more articles you show to people, the better, more active you are.
Okay.
I would recommend not to be maybe every day, 10 hours a day, but a minimum of an hour to 2 hours a day will help.
Really?
Easy. You don't need 10 hours a day.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, 2 hours is a lot of time.
So then you start from whatever time you can. The important thing is to start. Okay. Some people have it. I had clients that have it for 4 or 5 years. Never post nothing. Right? So when I start looking at their LinkedIn, I'm like, you don't have the information that really people want to see from your LinkedIn so they can relate to you. A lot of people don't understand the name. And LinkedIn, remember, LinkedIn is to link people together.
Okay.
That's basically what it is. I'm connecting with you. I don't know you personally, but I'm LinkedIn with you, right? I'm linked in with you professionally because you have stuff on your LinkedIn that I like, that it can benefit me or I can benefit you personally or business-wise. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
The more people you connect with, the more people will send you requests, the more people you share information with, right? The more your profile will grow.
Okay.
See, when you looked at my profile, what happened when you put the first name?
Oh, you came straight up.
It was the first one on top.
Yes.
Of course, nobody had my name. That's an advantage. But,
but you know,
it came up top.
Right at the top. Yes.
So those are the things that you want to look for. It takes time, but the more you're engaged, the better.
Well, let me ask you this, because this is the next question that I know everybody's asking, and they're probably like me in that I don't have that much time. And I'm not saying that LinkedIn is not important to me. I'm not saying, like I said, I post to Facebook every day, but that's often in the mornings and sometimes in the evenings when I've finished. It's not an all day, I'm on Facebook, you know? So a busy business owner like myself, who feels that LinkedIn is a necessary tool. We definitely need to be using LinkedIn, but I don't have the time for it. Okay, so I call somebody like you, right?
Correct. We manage your LinkedIn page too if you want me to do that.
Okay, but do you just do LinkedIn or do you do all forms of social media?
No, right now we do all sorts of social media. We work with, like I said, with LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, right? We work with that. That's something that we're starting to work on with YouTube. But yeah, we do that. We offer packages for working and managing your social media on a monthly basis.
Okay.
We have 2 months and 6 month contract. We don't go more than 6 months just because as a business owner, maybe you want me to work for your, to really just post at the right time, make sure that the information that is posting is correct. You're not posting whatever, and then after the 6 months, it's your decision if you want to continue with us or you want to do it yourself.
Okay.
So we do that too. Normally what we do is we start with a small meeting where we're gonna sit down and talk about what are your needs. Normally that takes roughly 2 hours maybe.
Okay.
Then after that we then start a process, and the process start with pictures, right? You gotta have the right picture, make sure that your information is correct on LinkedIn. Then we transition that information into your social media. If it's a business, it changes a little bit. But if it's going to be in your personal character, your individual page, then it should be the same. You wanna talk to people. You wanna make sure that people see consistency on your pages.
Well, there has to be a synergy.
Yeah,
all the way through.
Not like you're posting one thing on one side and one thing on the other. For me, it's extremely in my side. LinkedIn is more important than Facebook. Right? just because right now LinkedIn is the number one platform out there. It's bigger than Twitter, it's bigger than Instagram, and it's bigger than Facebook for professionals.
For professionals,
Yeah.
okay.
Facebook is more like I want to post whatever, I just go and I post it, right? But when you want to promote yourself as a business owner, or you want to look more professional, I have a Facebook page, I have a fan page, and people see my postings, but I focus more on LinkedIn. I want to make sure that what I'm posting in LinkedIn is the information that I want to relate to you as a business owner or as an individual. The same thing in Facebook, but instead of spending 2 hours in Facebook, for example, I'd rather spend 2 hours in LinkedIn and 1 hour in Facebook, if that's the time. If you don't have enough time, just start with 30 minutes.
Okay.
Or you can hire us and we can do it for you.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So, give me an idea. I mean, we had talked about some people that you've worked with. If you could give us some ideas of how you've been able to help people change their social media profile or improve their social media profile, and the sort of results they've been able to see because of that.
Yes, right now I have, when it comes to the social media, I have some people outside the U.S., some businesses outside the U.S.
Okay.
where we're helping them by changing the logo, color of their logo. So I work in all that. They're been improving. There was a business that was about to close, and they're not closing no more. So now they are basically going and expanding.
Okay.
They're buying a building, and now they're going to buy machinery. So they're expanding because of the little changes they did. A lot of people think, well, I got to invest a lot of money. No, maybe you just need somebody from the outside like me to come and tell you, well, you're not doing it wrong, but if you fix or you change this, it could help you get to that next level.
Okay.
So I'm gonna always look for the way to take you to the next level without, I'm not gonna say without investing, but investing less possible.
Okay.
Because as a business, you need to save everything you can. If you gotta invest, you gotta invest. But I always look for that type of.
Well, that was one thing that I was very impressed when we talked. Is just like you said, as a business owner, you were very in tune to what were my concerns.
Correct.
We talk, for example, about the finance. Nobody wants to spend money that they don't need to spend, and you were very conscious of that. And I really liked the fact that as we talked, you were able to justify the expenditure that was required, and really break down to me where my money was going. And without making promises, you were able to give me an idea of the kind of results I could expect to receive, or the returns I could expect on my investment.
Yeah, a lot of business owners, or a lot of people that do what I do, or let's say other people that don't do what I do, right? They like to tell you, I'm going to guarantee this and guarantee that. In social media, based on my experience, there's no guarantee. I can tell you, anybody can tell you, yeah, I'm going to help you get 100, like we spoke over the phone,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah, you can buy how many likes you want to buy. That's not a problem. But you need to make sure that the people that you have knows who you are, right? And I was having a conversation with one of my clients, or a new client, and he's like, well, I have 9,000 or 10,000 followers. Yeah, you don't have that. See, I'm very open, people. So I'm like, okay, I understand that. How many people know you from those 10,000? And then he looked at me and he's like, well, the reality is that maybe 50. And I said, yes, I can see it on your post. So I went to his Instagram, I went to his post, and I was looking at how many people were viewing it,
Okay.
how many people hit the like, and how many people share. And if you have 10,000 people and you only have 50 or 40 people or 20 people, that's mathematically, that doesn't work, right? So I have less, but I can say that 95% of the people that I have in my side, like in my social media, they know who I am. Of course, you're gonna have some other people that just send you requests, and that's normal. But I can say, based on the people that hit like, based on the people that share my information, based on the people that view my information when I'm on LinkedIn, that they look at what I have to say. And when I told him that, I said, that's what you have to invest in myself. I'm not gonna lie to you here, telling you, yeah, I'm gonna guarantee this and guarantee that, but I'm gonna make sure that at least 90% of the people that you're gonna have, even if you have to clean it and start from scratch, they will know who you are, who's your business, and what your business do. So he was like, man, E, that's incredible, and we started already building a relationship to help him with his social media.
Okay.
And basically, you know, people have to realize that it's a big difference from 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
That you can just go to any social media and post whatever, and anybody's gonna like it. People have advantage, right? If you're an artist or you're a public figure, of course anybody's gonna hit like, because they want to see what you want to do. But in my case, personally, I'm not a public figure, right? So I have to start from scratch, little by little, taking baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
One step, there's the next step, then the next step. And that's what I learned from myself, and that's what I'm teaching the businesses and the individuals that hire or want to have my business help them. Is how to build a strong network, not just a network.
So basically, you're saying quality over quantity.
Correct.
Okay. Strong foundations.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you focus on, that's what you build from.
Correct.
Okay.
If you have a building and the foundation is not strong, what's going to happen?
I was going to blow over.
Eventually,
Especially in Florida.
it's gonna crash, right? Or it's gonna break. If you have a strong foundation, you will not. And everything is about referrals, right?
Absolutely.
And sales and word of mouth. So for me, that's more important than having 10,000 likes or 10,000 people in my Instagram. I'd rather have 400 people that is gonna refer me to 400 people, and I'm still gonna have 400 people in my Instagram, but I'm reaching out to 800. When maybe you have 10,000 and you reach out to 50.
Okay.
You see,
That's
that's the big difference.
Absolutely. So E, you came all the way from Miami.
Yes.
I used to live in Miami. I love Miami. Shout out to my Miami people.
Woo!
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, you came all the way up to Miami, from Miami up to West Palm Beach.
Yes.
We want to thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Obviously, you have something that you want to tell the businesses in this area. And we are hoping, we talked about maybe doing a seminar in the very near future so that people can come out and learn more about what you do, and you know, you can give them a few pointers, a few tips on what it is they need to do to improve their social media profile. My question is, I know you Skype and so on, but is it too far for somebody in West Palm Beach to call you and say, E, I want you to come up and help me go through my...
No, that's, and I was gonna say that before, but this is the right time to do it. A lot of people say that they're, you know, everybody says, I'm personalized, right? And I go to your business because I'm personalized and this and this and that. No, I can say I am. The why? Because I take every single customer as the same one I had before. So all of them are important for me. Mm-hmm. There's no difference. You can be in Miami, you can be in Tallahassee. You can be in Atlanta, Georgia. I used to be there.
Okay.
If I have to go and I have to make sure that you're happy and that we're gonna take care of your business, of course, I will be there, right? It's a business, so yes, it's an expense, but I will make sure that expense is gonna pay off, right? So for me, I don't mind driving anywhere. I don't mind having a phone call at any time. Like I was telling you this morning, I have a customer that I was working with him up to 3 o'clock in the morning last night.
Yeah, you're
See?
absolutely.
And I'm here with you early in the morning. So for me, every single customer is important. Even if it's one question or two questions or 5 or 10, or for me, everybody is the same. All of them are important. There's no difference.
And you can work with any company no matter what the size, correct?
It doesn't matter. I can work from yourself as an individual to a business that have 50, 100 employees and they want to do the same thing for all of them. I'm open to go to your business if you want me to, if you wanted me to go to your business and offer you a training on how to use LinkedIn. And so I'm opening to all kind of stuff because that's what I'm here for.
And obviously this is a relatively new platform, but you've been in business for quite some time now.
Yes, I've been doing this for more than 4 years, but never as a business owner. I was just helping here, helping there, helping my friends, Now it's more like I saw I will say the
Potential?
the potential, yeah, the potential, and a lot of people are like, well, yeah, I don't know how to get there. Like, they're asking me for LinkedIn, and I don't know what it is, and that's why I decided to just finally open the business and decided to pursue
Well, no,
this.
as I said to you, I go to a lot of networking events. I'm around the county, around the Tri-County area, and I'm meeting a lot of people who are doing what you're doing. Some of them are not doing it too well. I'm just going to be honest. Some of them are not doing it too well, and as a publisher, and understanding social media, and with advertising and so on being in my background, I can say that the thing that impressed me, the reason that you're here today, is because when we talked, everything that you said was correct. I mean, on my limited knowledge base, it was correct, and it was definitely something that I said, okay, you know what, I want to share this with my people, because you are going to present them with the strong building blocks for them to go ahead and promote their business. And that's really what it's about for my people, for people in my network.
Thank you.
We talked about this, we're entrepreneurs. We gravitate to certain people, based on the language, based on, the moves that they make. I actually saw you for the first time on Facebook, and you have an event coming up.
Yes.
Please tell us
Yes,
about
we
the
have
event.
a power. I will say power.
Was it power? It's an accounting breakfast, isn't it?
Yeah. We call it
Power
power brunch networking event.
Oh, there you go. I like
why we decided to do it that way is because we're gonna have it from 10 in the morning to 2 o'clock. We're gonna provide breakfast. We want to make sure that all of the people that are going to be going there are going to network to each other. They're going to mingle. They're going to talk. They're going to learn about other people's business, and then we're going to start with our presentation. We're going to talk about the power of LinkedIn for you and your business,
okay,
and the importance of having a CPA for the business. So it's a little different from all the other ones because we're going to have LinkedIn and a CPA, but we're doing it because we are seeing the opportunity that businesses are having. They don't have a reliable CPA that is willing to help them, when they need their numbers or their bookkeeping and stuff like that. Plus, we're talking about the importance of having your LinkedIn profile. That's gonna be on May 25th.
Okay.
Like I said, from 10 to 2, it's gonna be in Yarumba Restaurant.
Okay.
Look at my social media, look at LinkedIn, all the information is there. Today I posted it again, so you will be able to see that. And
it'll be on my page as well, so.
And of course, we are going to be coming to West Palm Beach too. We're going to have one of our seminars are going to be in this area too. We hope that we can partner with you and bring this to all the people that you have on your network and the people from West Palm Beach. We're willing to do that because we want to continue helping others. We want to continue showing not only individual but businesses that they can achieve their goals one step at a time, right? And that's what my slogan is, right? We're here to help you one step at a time.
Okay.
And we're here from the beginning to the end. We're not gonna leave you hanging.
Well, that's the thing I got from you as well, is that you don't just offer social media consultancy. I mean, that is what you do, but you're an all-around general business person.
Correct.
I don't know your resume. Maybe I need to look at you on LinkedIn. but just from talking to you, I can tell that you have a business background. It's very solid. And one of the things that you bring to the table is that general business advice. So when you're looking at my social media, when you're looking at what I'm planning to do with my marketing, when you're looking at my branding, my logo and my business cards and so on, you have that experience that allows you to understand and create a synergy all the way through all of my marketing materials. That was something that really impressed me with you. I'm just being, I'm being honest, and as they say, cream rises to the top. I will definitely say that if you are looking for somebody to help you with your social media, you need to check this man out. So please, E, if you would, before we go, just go ahead and let everybody know once again who you are and how they can find you.
Well, you can find me on LinkedIn, like I said, it's Elioenai, Hernandez, Barbosa. I should be the first one on top when you look at my name. I have my LinkedIn, my webpage, social media. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I have my YouTube channel. But you can look it up at www.enterprisesolutions.net, and you will be able to find all the links for all my social media. And if you have any questions, you can contact us there. Leave us a message. We will return your call or your message as soon as we can. Normally we have like a less than 2-hour response.
Okay.
I'm very on point when it comes to that. So we're here to help, and we're here to, like I said, we're here to help you every step of the way.
Well, you guys couldn't hear it, but while we've been here for, I don't know, the 20 minutes or whatever, E's phone has been vibrating like crazy. So he's obviously a busy man. Busy is good. So if you need help with your social media, E is the guy. If you have questions, hit him up on LinkedIn, hit him up on Facebook. Trust me, I speak from experience. He's more than happy to take the time to help you get to where you need to go to. E,
Thank
I'd
you.
like to thank you for coming and joining us
Appreciate
today.
it. Thank you, sir.
And please, you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you for that.
Great.
I don't know how I did though.
We're about to find out. We are about to find out.